Okay. Hmm. Okay. All right. Let's have a look. These are the earlier results that happened today. Minamino starts today for Southampton, which I love to see. Jan Bednarek's playing today for Southampton after his red card was rightfully overturned. Romeu's fit. Oh, I love to see that. Southampton have got a strong team out. Minamino. Just going to put an announcement on Insta story. Made of what matters. Soccer Saturday, sponsored by Gillette. Hard to believe that was me. I had such a happy childhood. Pity my dad isn't around now. But he had made sure that Mum had enough to look after us. Now I've got a family of my own. It's my job to protect the foundation. Hello, welcome to Smart Life Insurance. You're speaking to Piers. How can I help? I am interested in ringing from life insurance. Mentioned you in their story. I will actually start talking in a moment. I'm just waiting for some people to come on. Some of these no context pictures are incredible. Oh, there we go. There he is. There we go. Hey up, Taz. Nearly kick off at the Pirelli. Let's switch to some other ones. They're the other round of championship fixtures. So there's a maximum of 200 characters for each one, so I had to do it in 2 bits. Okay, they should have kicked off in a few games now. There are only actually 6 League 2 games today. 1 played earlier. 4 have been postponed, and I don't know what's happened to the other one. Okay, these are some other scores then from League 1, of course. The one that Toz is looking out for is Burton against Hull, which has just kicked off.
Apparently, Burton versus Hull has just kicked off. 86% of One Football users have predicted a win for Hull City, which is not good. Or not a good sign, should I say. I'm going to unfollow La Liga. I only want to follow the ones that I'm actually going to need updates or need to get updates from. So I'm going to unfollow the Eredivisie as well. I can refollow them, can't I? I'm going to unfollow Serie A just so it's easy for me to get my updates. Come on, you Brewers, says Toz. Up the Brewers. Let's go. I'm going to unfollow the Bundesliga as well. Jesus Christ, I'm following so many divisions that I don't want to follow. I've also got live updates for the Scottish Premier League as well. Tomorrow, Rangers and Hamilton are the only teams in the Scottish Premier League not playing today. They play tomorrow at 12, so Rangers not in action today, but the runners-up, Celtic, in action. Still not quite kick-off in the game between Portsmouth and Plymouth. That will kick off very shortly. Okay, there's a goal, and Rotherham are beating Preston. It's an own goal. Rotherham 1-up at Preston. This is your latest scores in the Scottish Prem. Oh, no, that's not your latest scores in the Scottish Prem because there's already been a goal in it. Celtic have the lead against Motherwell. I'm sure Scotty will be extremely happy if he sees this. There you go. There's your latest scores then in the Scottish Prem. Celtic a goal up. Stephen Welsh is the goal scorer. It's Joe Rafferty with an own goal that has put Preston North End behind against Rotherham. We're in, of course, in... Oh, hang on. One football doesn't want to load. Let me restart One Football. Hang on, wait. I need to find the Preston game. There it is. Is Sepp van den Berg playing? He's not. He's on the bench. Sepp van den Berg is on the bench for Preston, which I suppose is a very good thing. He'll probably come on at some point to make his Preston North End debut. Minamino in the starting lineup today for Southampton. Burton free kick. Come on, is it in a good position? Is it in a very good position? Yeah, but we wasted it. Well, I've not the first time I've heard you say Burton wasted it this season. No other goals for the RV yet, although we are only in the 3rd minute of most games. Okay. I'm expecting, I'm not expecting, but I'm predicting a Brighton and Hove Albion win against Burnley. Let's switch to the first round of Championship scores then. Still goalless in those games. All of those games are still goalless. I don't know why there's a comma in between that one. Nottingham, Forest. I don't know why that's done that. Oh, apparently the goalkeeper's made a massive blunder in this game. And Middlesbrough lead against Brentford. Now, that's not something I expected to be hearing. But Brentford are behind at Middlesbrough. Oh. Poor start then for Brentford. Can they fight back? I don't know. Toz not very happy here. Their keeper handballed it outside the box and they get the free kick. What? You can't be serious. Surely. That sounds like absolute dicketry. This is the other round of Championship scores then. Preston still 1-0 down against Rotherham United in very good form, of course. Let's have a look at other scores about the Scottish Premier League. There's been no other scores yet. Excuse me. Okay, Bournemouth and Birmingham. They're going to Bournemouth and Birmingham. Comments. Kane Hemmings fouled him. It's rubbish. I doubt he actually fouled him. Obviously, I'm not actually watching it, so I can't comment, but I highly doubt it was an actual foul. Bournemouth have recently sacked their manager as well, haven't they? Can't remember his name, but they recently sacked him. They've got Jonathan Woodgate in charge. He's not their actual manager. He's their interim coach, if you know what I mean. Let's see how Minamino has started at Southampton. Doesn't really look like he's had any sort of impact as of yet, but you are only 10 minutes in. We are only 10 minutes in. So there's still plenty of time for him to make an impact. There's a lot of postponed games in League 2, I must say. There's a goal in League 1. MK Dons are behind against Sunderland. Charlie Wyke was your goal scorer. Here's your next round of League 2 fixtures. All of these ones still, League 1 fixtures, sorry. All of them still 0-0 as of so far. So far, so good. I think we started getting. We hate the MK Dons, don't we? We hate the MK Dons. And the snake called Fraser that they have. Who the fuck is Milenkino? I can't tell if he was trying to say Minamino or Manquillo. It's probably Manquillo because he's. Goal! Newcastle are winning. Not going to add it on yet because obviously they're going to VAR it. Okay, the flag's gone up, so it's offside. They're going to VAR it. Charlton are winning against Rochdale. Corner Hull. Oh, God, no, that's not a good sign. Yeah, Charles Vernon scored for Bradford today. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that Charles Vernon scored a goal for Bradford. On Soccer Saturday at the moment, they're having a rant about how they don't put their flag up straight away now. They said, I don't know why they don't put their flag up straight away. And then if you're not sure, just keep your flag down, then VAR will check it. Chuks Aneke was your goal scorer for Charlton, And I'm not going to give you updates in terms of the banners on the National League, but there is a goal against Weymouth and Bromley. It's already 2-0 after 7 minutes to Weymouth. Stevenage won up against Morecambe. That's the first goal so far in League 2. There's the League 2 scores then. Stevenage 1, Morecambe 0. Oh, Wickham v Nottingham Forest has been a goal. Nottingham Forest are winning against Wickham Wanderers. We look the bigger side, love the passion. Oh, I love to hear that. They're actually playing well this time. Oh, what a goal that is from Glenn Murray. He's dinked it over the goalkeeper and the 37-year-old has put Nottingham Forest in front. What a brilliant goal. Love to see that. It's a lovely goal, that is. Here's your other scores in the Championship so far. Only one goal in that lot of games. It's currently 1-0 Rotherham still. MK Dons have equalised against Sunderland. I'm not sure who scored it, but it is 1-1 now. It's Joe Mason who scored. Oh my God, we are so lucky they just headed the ball over the bar. Well, we're so lucky then, aren't we? No, for God's sake, Sunderland yet. 1-1. Joe Mason, former Burton player. I think he only scored 1 goal for Burton. That was a game against, was it Wolves? And Joe Mason has levelled. Who got the assist? It's not told me yet. I remember him. Yeah, I thought you might. I thought you might. He is the one that scored for MK Dons. No other goals of yet. There's been a lot of postponed games today. Let's skip to the League One fixtures then. Here's your League One scores. And there's a goal. Millwall 0, Sheffield Wednesday 1. So Sheffield Wednesday ahead at Millwall thanks to a goal from former Bristol City player Callum Patterson. Still 0-0. That's good to hear. At least we're not behind yet. I'm just having a look through One Football at the current scores. Nothing's changed. Anything in the Scottish Prem? No. Okay. Here, all around the League One scores so far. Huh? What on earth is going on at Bristol City, Cardiff? The Bristol City goalkeeper, or is it the Cardiff goalkeeper? Anyway, I love Edwards, man. Why do you love Edwards? What's gone on? What's happened? What has happened? Ryan Edwards is getting lots of praise in the game between Bristol and Hull, as you can see in the chat. Ryan Edwards is getting a hell of a lot of praise. Luton Town lead at Huddersfield, or at home to Huddersfield. Brilliant from Luton, who've really established themselves now as a championship side. There we go. Okay, it sorted itself out. Mate, he's a beast. He's destroying their strikers. Love it. No, inches wide. Oh, sounds like we're getting really close against Hull City, which is a good sign considering we've not really put up much of a fight against any other team so far this season. But it looks like that the Cardiff City goalkeeper is having his blood taken, or his blood pressure taken on the pitch. There's an oximeter on his finger, and he's got a stretcher. He went down on his own. Like, he wasn't involved with play. I hope he's all right. Goal in League 2, Crawley Town 0, Harrogate 1. Josh with a banger of a run puts the ball in. Lucas Akins inches wide. Jesus. Looks like we might be breaking the deadlock at some point. Yeah, Harrogate are 1-0 up. These are your scores in League 2 so far then. Mark Wright's Crawley Town are 1 down. Just a quick reminder then that these were your earlier results. Aston Villa beat Arsenal 1-0. Coventry and Watford finished 0-0. I actually watched that game. And Exeter and Bradford was a cracker of a game, finished 3-2 Exeter. They can't get out. Oh, that's a good sign. We're all over them. All over them. Here's your first set of League 1 scores. Here's your second lot of League 1 scores. They're all still 0-0. Here's your Scottish Premiership. Not been a lot of goals, but we are only 15 minutes in. Mate, what is Burton? They can't get out. It's a completely different Burton, isn't it? 6 new faces in that team, and they're making a large difference by the sounds of it. Goal. Newcastle winning. Alan Maximan. Not even going to VAR it because apparently it is going to count. But Southampton are 1-0 down. It's Joe Willock on his debut for Newcastle. Joe Willock has scored for Newcastle United on his debut. Can Minamino respond with a debut goal to equalise? We'll hear about that, or we'll see very, very shortly. Hopefully. Mate, I love this team. Taz is getting really excited. He's obviously loving what he's seeing from the new Burton side. No new goals since either than the Newcastle goal to tell you about. Not yet, anyway. You're playing with so much passion and energy. And Johnny Smith, when he comes on, is only going to add to that, isn't he? Tranmere are beating Port Vale. Toz will be happy to hear that. Port Vale losing at Tranmere Rovers. Tranmere on their winning run. They look to consider that, or continue that against Port Vale. A goal from Kane Woolery has put Tranmere Rovers ahead in that game. Of course, Port Vale's 16th in the table. Tranmere are in the top 3. 2 Hull players took each other out. Oh my God. It sounds like Hull are being shown up by bottom of the league Burton. Yeah, cannot wait for Smith to come on. He's going to provide so much more energy, isn't he, Johnny Smith? Johnny Smith scored against Burton this year as well, didn't he, when he was playing for Swindon earlier this campaign? Any new goals? Any new goals? No. No new goals. Give me a sec. Goal! Cardiff beating Bristol City thanks to a goal from Curtis Nelson. Assisted by Harry Wilson. Love to see that. Harry getting himself involved. What have I been sent? What have I been sent by Riley? Ken Evans is back. I believe he is a beast. And yes, Port Vale losing. Todd's very excited in the chat. Kane Hemmings could cause problems today for Burton. Oof. Brighton have got a free kick in a dangerous position apparently against Burnley. However, they don't really have a free kick specialist. And this is not good. Here's your latest scores then in League One. No, Sunderland, what are you doing, idiots? Sunderland are losing at MK Dons. What a start we've had, though. At Stadium MK, 19 minutes in and 3 goals already. And Toz is not happy that Sunderland are losing to MK Dons. Not happy at all. What did up, you better stood up. An absolute classic chant there from Todd in the chat. Okay. Oh, Forest are all over Wickham. They're not going lightly on the Championship's rock bottom side. Oh, is it the post? Oh, that's unlucky. That is very unlucky. Just looking through one football to check for goals. Oh, Manquillo's injured for Newcastle. The physios have ditched fucking Manquillo. Just ditched him, left him to walk off on his own. I need to stretch my legs. Wait, I need to rearrange my iPad. Wait. There we go. Much better. I just needed to rearrange because my legs were getting stiff. Because I am very tall. We should have 4+ minutes added on. Is it really that bad? In terms of added time. Goal, Wigan losing. AFC Wimbledon 0. Wigan 0, AFC Wimbledon 1. I don't know what is going on with Wigan Athletic, but they are just collapsing at the seams, aren't they? What's the stats looking like? Yes, get in. That's big. It is a massive, massive, massive scoreline, that. If Wigan lose, we can catch them. Wigan are 23rd in the league. We can't go above Wigan with a win, but we can go within 1 point of them. We're only actually 8 points off safety, and we have a game in hand on AFC Wimbledon. So they might stay up. They might stay up. That's the big part. Yeah. That is the big part. Yeah. What are the latest updates? Do you like Soccer Saturday? You've gone for a break. Love it. Oh. Another game postponed in League 1. League 2, sorry. It says 0-0. Oh, no, I didn't even add it. That's fine. Salford against Bolton was postponed at the last minute. Eastleigh are beating Solihull Moors in the National League. And it gets even worse for Bristol City, because they found themselves 2-0 down against their rivals Cardiff. Kiefer Moore is the one who scored the second goal for Cardiff. Ryan Edwards booked. He gets booked every game. I'm not surprised. He doesn't give a shit, Ryan Edwards. Hibernian are beating Aberdeen, a big goal in the Scottish Premier League. So yeah, these are your latest Scottish Premier League scores. Oh, it's 2-0 Newcastle. And they worked so hard to get Jan Bednarek's suspension overturned, and he's only gone and scored an own goal. How about that from Jan Bednarek? Oh, that's unlucky. That's really unfortunate. No, that is so unfortunate. Preston still a goal down. Javier Manquillo did have to go off in the game against Newcastle. They brought on Emil Kraft to replace him. Jeff Hendrick was booked. I don't care about the Scottish Championship or Scottish League One, whatever that is. Arbroath beating Dunfermline. Golden League One. You'll see which one it is in a moment. Peterborough United are leading against Crewe Alexandra. Yeah, he does get booked every game, to be fair. Ryan Edwards, another foul, but the ref let him off. Let's not have Ryan Edwards getting sent off, eh? Can't really afford that. Morecambe level against Stevenage in League Two. Morecambe have a terrible record against Stevenage, but this is a massive boost for them. Goal, Charlton 2 down. Charlton 2-0 up at Rochdale. And Birmingham lead at Bournemouth. What is going on at Bournemouth? They're collapsing. Last 3 times we played these, we have lost. So come on now. Yeah, Burton are long due a win against Hull City. 3 games, 3 losses, and only scored 1 goal against them. They desperately need to beat Hull today. Goal? Yes! Come on! He's done it! He's done it on his debut. Takumi Minamino has scored for Southampton. We love to see it. Why? Oh, why was Klopp not giving him game time? Why was Klopp not giving him game time? Well done, Minamino. Tranmere 2 up against Port Vale. We love to see that as well. We love to see Port Vale failing. What's the stats looking like? I can't check. Let's have a look at the Burton game stats then. Let's have a look. I know, what a debut. Stats. Hull City have had 63% of the possession, but Burton have had the only shot. It wasn't on target, but Burton have had the only shot of the game. Hull have had the only corner. According to Goal Live, it's been a fairly even game. Oh, they've had to make a sub because of an injury. Regan Slater's come on for Richie Smallwood. Oh, Crawley are 2-0 down to Harrogate. Bristol City knee, Cardiff 2. According to Bianca Westwood. Oh, what a big goal. What a big goal this is. You'll love to see this one. And it only gets even worse for the team just above us. Wigan, 2-0 down against AFC Wimbledon thanks to a goal from Joe Pigott. Love to see it. Wigan Athletic 2-0 down. Corner to Burton. Can they capitalise? Can they have a good chance? Can they create something from this corner? I don't know why Minamino wasn't getting starts at Liverpool. Shonka, oh my days, GVE, what a challenge. That would have been 3 against the goalkeeper. Wow. That would have been a nightmare. 3-on-1. Goal. Stevenage 1, Morecambe 2. Morecambe have completely turned it around at Stevenage. Doncaster leading in the game against Oxford United. Finally been a goal in this lot of League One fixtures. Wrexham beating Dagenham. Oh, and Swindon Town losing to Shrewsbury. The goals are flying in all over the place. Swindon Town 1-0 down against Shrewsbury. Peterborough 2 up against Crawley. There's goals flying in all over the place. What's going on? Goals are flying all over the place. Shrewsbury winning. There's your latest scores anyway. Weymouth 2, Bromley 1. Bromley pulled one back. Looking for a goal from Joe Kizzy. He's a joke, is he? Didn't know that. Right. Sammy Schmodix was the one who scored. For Peterborough. Comments. Sean Clare again. What a challenge. Jesus Christ. Sounds like he's having the game of his life. Down there at the Pirelli against Hull. What a challenge. Oh, some guy just had to dive for a penalty. Arbroath 2, Dunfermline 0. Dale Hilson. Another injury for Newcastle. Players had to go off. Joel Linton's come on. Callum Wilson. Goal at Turf Moor. Who scored it? And I knew it. Brighton have taken the lead at Turf Moor. Brighton have been in better form. They deserve it, really. Brilliant from Lewis Dunk. Bournemouth a level. Not a happy place. No, Newcastle's really not a happy place at the moment. Goal in the Scottish League. St Mirren are beating Kilmarnock. They're known for upsets this season. They've beaten Rangers and didn't they beat Celtic in the Scottish Cup as well? Well, they beat Celtic in something anyway. No, they beat Scottish in the league. They beat Celtic in the league, didn't they? Beat Celtic in the league. They're not Rangers out of the Scottish Cup. St Mirren are known for upsets and they're winning against Kilmarnock. Brighton are just in ridiculously good form at the moment, and I don't know where this has come from. Jesus, I know. Oh, Harvey Elliott skewed it. It's not something you expect to hear. We won matches. Middlesbrough level at Brentford level at Middlesbrough thanks to a goal from Ivan Toney. It had to be, really, didn't it? Ivan Toney. Penalty in the game between Millwall and Sheffield Wednesday. Millwall penalty. Red card, Newport. Scott Bennett's been sent off. Straight red for serious foul play. Millwall level. Correction, it was actually Miguel Almiron's goal for the second goal for Newcastle, not a Jan Bednarek own goal. Okay, they've given it a Bednarek own goal anyway. The side is better, just needs Smith for the pace. I'm sure he'll be on at some point in the second half. They've gone on a break, but of course the scoreline will stay at the bottom. Ooh. Game's been boring. No threat to any goals. Maybe with the addition of Johnny Smith in the second half, that will change, hopefully. And there'll be a little bit more attacking intent. Port Vale have pulled one back at Tranmere. Jake Taylor with the goal there. Goal! Oxford United level at Doncaster. Oxford United 10th in the league. Doncaster 3rd. Can leapfrog Hull today if Burton beat Hull and Doncaster beat Oxford. Free kick Hull. Oh dear. Doesn't sound good. Doesn't sound like it's a good thing. Hopefully they spoon it. Shoot, Hemmings is getting treatment. Oh, God. Not already. He's not been back for that long and is already injured. Dear Lord. Barrow are losing at home to League Two leaders Cambridge United. Thanks to a goal from Paul Mullin. I think he'll be all right. Yeah, let's hope. Let's hope Hemmings is all right. All right, what's happened here then? Connolly comes forward for Brighton. Oh, good save. Oh, good save. Could do this every Saturday. Goal! Ipswich beating Blackpool. Ipswich are beating Blackpool by 1-0. I think bring Kane off and Smith on so Kane doesn't get hurt bad. That's probably a good idea. Don't need Kane Hemmings getting injured. Not yet. Not right now anyway. Half-time in the game between Ross County and Dundee United in the Scottish Premiership. Still 0-0 there. Once I'm convinced that they've pretty much all gone for half-time, I'll go for a little bit of a break. Half-time also in the game between Celtic and Motherwell. That's still 1-0 Celtic over there. Also half-time in the game between St Mirren and Kilmarnock. That's 1-0. Half-time is Accrington 0, Northampton 0. Five added on. Christ. Corner Hull. Not good. Middlesbrough nearly took the lead again against Brentford. Wow, what a save. Oh, what the hell? What brilliant goalkeeping that is by David Raya. Now we can't get out, for God's sake. Half-time in the games between Fleetwood and Bristol Rovers, Burnley and Brighton. They are still as they were. Middlesbrough Brentford is 1-1 at half-time. Half-time between Stoke and Reading, that's 0-0. Half-time is Luton 1, Huddersfield 0. Goal between Alloa and Queen of the South, it's 1-0 Queen of the South. Over there. Half-time the game between Portsmouth and Plymouth, that is still 0-0 down there. Half-time is Bournemouth 1, Birmingham 1. Half-time Leyton Orient 0, Colchester 0. Red card for Eastleigh. Second yellow card for Joe Partington. Goal for St Johnstone in the game between Livingston and St Johnstone. Half-time in the game between Forest, Wickham, Ipswich and Blackpool. So it's Livingston 1 down at home to St Johnstone. Wigan have pulled one back. There's a few more half-times. Millwall, Sheffield Wednesday, Barrow, Cambridge and Tranmere Port Vale are half-time. Wigan have pulled one back against Wimbledon. 3-1 in the game between Newcastle and Southampton. Almiron gets what Paul Merson has just called his first goal of the game. Half-time in the games between Hibernian Aberdeen, Doncaster Oxford United, Wigan, Wimbledon, Rochdale Charlton and Morton Wraith Rovers. 1 minute left in this one. Half-time. I'll be back on by second half. Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to take a break anyway. Crawley 0, Harrogate 3. What is going on at Crawley? Half-time in the game between Stevenage and Morecambe. That is 2-1 down there. MK Dons Sunderland is half-time 2-1 MK Dons. Half-time Peterborough Crewe, that's 2-0. Peterborough Maidenhead, Boreham Wood is 0-0. Newport Grimsby 0-0 as well. QPR Blackburn 0-0 at half-time as well. Newcastle Southampton 3-1 at half-time. Crawley Harrogate is 3-0 at half-time to Harrogate Town. Weymouth Bromley is 2-1 at half-time to Weymouth. Should be half-time 0-0. Half-time Burton 0-0. Half-time then Burton is 0-0 against Hull. That courtesy of Toz in the chat. You've just heard that. It's 0-0. It's just come up on Soccer Saturday as well. And I'm pretty sure that's pretty much every game now. I'll stick around for a couple of minutes just to make sure there's no other goals, and I'll add them on, obviously. But I'm going to go for a bit of a break. Going to get a drink, going to get something to eat. And I'll be back at 4. Peace. Forgot to unmute. All right, we're back. So. Okay, let's just wait for a second. Chicago Med, Chicago Fire, Chicago PD. Love to see it. Games that have restarted so far. Burnley Brighton has restarted. That is in the second half now, and I believe that is it. St Mirren, Kilmarnock, and Ross County, Dundee United, Celtic, and Motherwell have all kicked off for the second half.
Well, Chris should have been at Barnsley against Derby County, but that was postponed around lunchtime today, so Chris could be our equaliser in the second half against Queen of the South, Andy Graham, has got his open time 26 following the Scottish Championship second half.
Chris Kamara was supposed to be at Derby. Well, it was supposed to be at Barnsley, should I say. Unfortunately, that got postponed, so we don't have any Chris Kamara today. I don't know, Jeff, has there? Oh, Brighton have got another corner. Matthew Lawton got the ball away. Ryan Edwards is currently being voted as the best player on One Football in the Burton game. God's sake. Alan McInally, absolute legend. Odsonne Edouard has made it 2-0 to Sheffield United. What am I on about? To Celtic. It's Motherwell. Doncaster are beating Oxford United. Rotherham are finally out.
It's the 11th goal of the season, but you feel that Southampton have got to score the first goal in the second half of getting James apart. But in actual fact, they always conceded the first goal in the second half. It should be game set, and that's just great bit of play down the right arm on, and they get Williams away down the right, and he picks out Shelby. Shelby comes in, penalty spot, and his side puts it horribly wrong and horribly wide, Jeff. Now Southampton have got a free kick 25-30 yards out, right hand side of the goal. Who's going to take it? It's really chucking down here. There's more starting to get on the pitch now, Jeff, and he's starting to settle on the pitch. So, they're the moment 30 yards out here is a Wolf Houses. To be fair, everybody walks away by Bertram. Yeah, there's no chronology here, is there, about who's going to take it? Wolf has to take a long way out there. You bet if anybody can. You know, he's one of the best in the business, and he whips it.
Oh, what a goal! He's done it! Ward-Prowse has just scored a free kick from like 25 or 30 yards. And Southampton are back in the game once again. Livingston 2-0 down, against St Johnstone. What a goal that is, though, from James Ward-Prowse. Honestly, what a free kick. 30 yards out. What is going on? Hemmings off, Powell on. Okay. I suppose that's a good substitution. 30 yards out. What a free kick from Ward-Prowse. Oh. Middlesbrough appealing for handball in the game against Brentford. Oh, Jeff Hendricks off. Jeff Hendricks been sent off. Oh, Jeff Hendricks been sent off. What's going on? Oh, Burnley have equalised at Brighton. What's going on in the Premier League? What is going on? What on earth is going on here? It's a goal fest. Ipswich are 2-0 up against Blackpool. Doncaster 3-1 up against Oxford United now. What is going on at the start of this second half? Goodmanson has scored for Doncaster. There are your League Two scores so far. Goodmanson has also scored for Burnley. So 2 Goodmansons have just scored. So you mean Taylor Richards, not Goodmanson? What? Why did you put Goodmanson on Doncaster? And he goes, what is going on? Yeah, literally. There's been my head's exploding at how much has happened at the start of the second half. We're only like 5 minutes in. Anything else happens, I'm genuinely gonna go through the roof. What is? Wow. We've had a 30-yard goal. We've had a red card. Both in the same game. We've had 2 early goals in the second half at Doncaster. We've had Burnley equalising in a Premier League match against Brighton. We've had two early goals in the Scottish Premiership, and we've had a second goal in the game between Ipswich and Blackpool. Oh my God! I need to have a drink. Shit, it's empty. Jesus. Crawley have pulled one back against Harrogate thanks to a goal from Tom Dallison. Honestly, if it's not marked right, I don't care about a Crawley goal. Jesus Christ, that shit me up. Burnley were 2-1 up, but the offside flag's gone up. All right, okay, offside, sorted. Corner hole on the far left, 15 yards from the corner flag. Okay. 2-0 Nottingham Forest in the game at Wickham. Clinton Morrison really seems to think that the Burnley goal's onside. Free kick. Okay. It's another goal for Glenn Murray. The 37-year-old has a brace. Glenn Murray's probably older than the reporter and he's still banging in goals at his age. What's going on? Oh, how did you ever expect to get away with that? That's a clear-cut pen. We can't get out, for God's sake. Well, if Hull weathered the storm in the first half, then we can do the same. QPR winning against Blackburn thanks to a goal from Johan Barbe, former Brentford player. Joshua needs to play mainly every game. He's so good. Not bad, not bad. Sounds like he's been a good addition to the side. He's been a good addition. His passion is just wow. The Newcastle game is very dramatic. It could have been 4-1 Newcastle. Then there's a goal for Southampton from 30 yards, and then a red card for Jeff Hendrick, and then Southampton nearly levelled the game. What's going on at Deepdale? 2-0 Rotherham. Ben Wiles makes it 2-0 Rotherham. St Mirren 2-0 up against Kilmarnock. St Mirren are really doing well for themselves, aren't they? 2-0 up there. And it's 2-2 in the game between MK Dons and Sunderland. Good news for Toz, because he doesn't like MK Dons. But it's 2-2 now in the game between MK Dons and Sunderland. A goal from Luke 09. Goal! Brentford are winning. So Brentford are now winning at Middlesbrough. Preston need to get Sepp van den Berg on the field. We are slowly applying pressure, which is good. Well, if it's slow, it doesn't matter as long as it's getting there, if you know what I mean. As long as we're actually going to be applying some form of pressure. We just had a good spell of play then. So they're growing into the game, which is a good sign. Ali McCoy's just said over and out. Fucking hell. They're arguing about how to pronounce Kiernan Dewsbury Hall. It is Kiernan. Tranmere 3-1 up against Port Vale. Wrexham beating Dagenham 2-0. The shots from both teams have been awful, apart from Akins with the shot early on. Well, hopefully the quality of the shooting can actually improve. Let's go back to calling him Kevin. Powell has had a decent entry to the game. Well, that's good. He's just getting involved with the game. Bournemouth are beating Birmingham now. Is it Jack Wilshere that scored? It is Jack Wilshere. Oh my God, they just hit the bar. Okay, they're going to Burton Hull now on Soccer Saturday. See, I know exactly where he is in that stadium as well. He's in the top right corner of the seated stand. Oh dear, that was close. Broom is down. Oh, we can't have a new signing getting injured already. For the love of Sir Sausages, man. Oh, against the run of play and against all the odds, Motherwell have a goal back against Celtic. Smith surely has to come on. You'd imagine so. You would imagine so. Alan Campbell is the man who scored for Motherwell. Remember, Motherwell took a point off Rangers not long ago.
Motherwell have managed to get themselves back into the game when really this should have been out of sight. There was a little bit of pinball on the edge of the box and the ball dropped kindly for Alan Campbell, who couldn't resist a shot from 20 yards.
There your Scottish Premiership scores. Sam Hughes all over again. He's staying on. Well, at least he's staying on. Go back to the Premier League scores. There's your latest Premier League scores.
McNeil is a disaster. He just slips there. If you're about to see, I've got to say,
3-1 Brentford. Apparently it's a disaster for Paddy McNair. Let's have a look.
you can actually hear the wind coming through the commentary and there's a bit of rain as well.
Oh, yeah, and he stays down as well because he knows what's happened. Yeah, 3-1. 3-1 Brentford. It's a poor mistake from Paddy McNair. He just slips on his arse. And Brentford have punished him. What's going on? Danny Ings nearly levelled it for Southampton, apparently. Okay. Free kick call, dangerous area, Joshua booked. Well, shit. Thing is, a defeat against Hull would be expected because they're near the top. But the fact that we've basically put up a good fight against the best team in the league is a promising sign. It's a very promising sign. And even if they did lose this, at least Wigan and Swindon are both losing as well. Mother's listening to Don't Play. Oh, it's a reaction. Or is it a remix? I can't tell. Oh, now they're just talking about Kiernan Dewsbury Hall again. Not a lot happening at the moment. There was a very hectic start to the second half, but not a lot is happening now. They've just gone for a break on Soccer Saturday. Another sub's coming on. Johnny Smith, I think it is. So he's finally going to come on and make his Burton debut. Smith for Broom. Oh, let's just hope he's not injured. Let's hope he's not injured. I know he had a little bit of a knock earlier in the half, but hopefully he's all right. Hopefully it's nothing to worry about. Preston have got a goal back against Rotherham thanks to a goal from Ched Evans. Of course, the new signing from Fleetwood Town. There's your latest scores in League One. Birmingham have levelled again. against Bournemouth. Another goal from Scott Hogan, who's on a brace now. Frustrated. Hull are frustrated that they ain't winning it, you can tell. Well, if I was against a team that are bottom of the league and wasn't winning against them, with a chance to go top of the league, I can imagine how frustrated they're getting. Will Smith has been sent off for Harrogate, and no, I'm not talking about the world famous actor. He's been sent off for Harrogate. It looks like a straight red for foul play. Wow, they're just collapsing in the second half. Alloa versus Queen of the South in Scotland has only just gone to half time in the Scottish Championship. So that's one of the leagues. That's a league that we're not covering on here. I'm not going to be covering the Scottish League. I'm going to go back to sitting how I was. I need to stretch my legs. Millwall are beating Sheffield Wednesday. Finally, a goal in the derby between Portsmouth and Plymouth. And it's Plymouth who have opened the scoring in the derby. Oh, not good news for Burton. Not good news for Burton. No, not good. Not good. Wigan have equalised against Wimbledon. Not good at all. He's getting a final warning. That's sounds like Ryan Edwards might be getting sent off today. Oxford have scored again in the game at Doncaster. That's now 3-2 down there. What a game we've got on our hands there. And Millwall are pulling away from Sheffield Wednesday. Now it's 3-1. Thanks to a goal from Ben Thompson. Oh, that's a lovely goal. That's a ridiculously good goal. Millwall are 3-1 up. Oh, it is the third one. Oh! Attempted cross has found its way into the back of the net. Lucas Akins hasn't been good today. Eesh. Not very often he has an off day. Not very often at all. I'll see if he can bounce back in another game. Ryan Edwards has scored, but not the one from Burton. The Dundee United Ryan Edwards has scored. That's made it 2-0 to Dundee United now in the game against Ross County, and Nottingham Forest are battering poor old Wycombe Wanderers. It's not a unexpected result by any stretch of the imagination, but obviously Nottingham Forest are strugglers. Anthony Knockard is the man who scored there. Naby Sarr has equalised for Huddersfield at Luton Town. Oh. It's a bit of an embarrassing goal to concede that. Barnes nearly made Burnley. Barnes nearly put Burnley ahead. Smith should have scored. Sounds like he's making a good impact then. Was it a sitter? Let's switch to this one then for your scores. Oh. No, I just hit it. Really, maybe we should have scored. Ah. Bournemouth 3-2 up now against Birmingham. Philip Billing is the man who scored. It's terrible defending. That was a tap-in. Absolute tap-in. Terrible defending by Birmingham. Oh. They've just brought on Josh McGuinness, according to OneFootball. injuries central in the game between Newcastle and Southampton with 3 injuries and a red card. There's 4 players could be unavailable for the next game. Free kick Burton, Terry Taylor for Ryan Edwards. I don't know how I rate Terry Taylor. I've not seen him play before. Well, he's coming from a Premier League side, so he's got to have some. He's got to be good, hasn't he? He's coming from a Premier League side. Oh, that's a good result. No, not a good result. That's a good bit of news. Look at this. Wimbledon are back in front against Wigan. A penalty from Joe Pigott has put Wimbledon back in front. What a save. Poor free kick from Powell. Matt Robinson has pulled one back for Dagenham against Wrexham, but we don't care. We don't care about that. Jeez, does this commentator want to get any closer to his microphone? Might as well just fucking swallow his microphone, you know what I mean? It kind of sounds like, well, it's a great penalty by Powell. It's done really well there. It's a great penalty. Jesus. Well, you know. What is the latest? One football. Oh, fucking hell. The first team to have scored 4 today is Brentford. They're 4-1 up now at Middlesbrough. What is going on? What a save that is. And it just comes back to Tony. Portsmouth no, Plymouth 2. Parker missed from 6 yards. Oh my God. Oh my God. From 6 yards. Really? Oh, for the love of Sir Sausages. No, we'll leave it that one. That one's the nicest one. Luke Jeffcott has put Plymouth 2-0 up. And Derby Day against Portsmouth. Late setback for Morecambe. 2-2 now in the game against Stevenage. Free kick Burton again. If we score, Mez, you should hear me. Yeah, I will hear you if you score from that. It did fly at him and he had no time. Oh well, fair enough then. So it kind of hit him. It's not like he went out of his way to miss it. Livingston have a goal back against St Johnstone. That's 2-1 down there now. Obviously, Stevenage got that equaliser against Morecambe, so that's now 2-2 down there as well. I'm just going to go up the games. I've just heard Taz screaming like, he went, "Oh my god!" It must have been close then, eh, Taz? Give us an update. What happened there? Oh, Joe Pritchard's been sent off for Accrington. Second bookable offence. There's been a lot of red cards today. Powell nearly scored a screamer. Wow. Let's be having a Burton goal then. They desperately need a win. 10 minutes left to go and grab one. Nothing of late to update you about. There's not really that much going on. Portsmouth have got one back against Plymouth. We'll just add that on. There we go. Portsmouth have one back against Plymouth. Oh, Newcastle are playing with 9 players. Well, what's going on there? Barrow have made it. They've gone 2-0 down now against Cambridge. Thanks to a goal from former Scunthorpe striker Joe Ironside. Alexis McAllister's gone down for Brighton. Wow. 9 minutes to go. What's going on? Portsmouth have equalised. What on earth? James Bolton. James Bolton has equalised for Portsmouth. What on earth? What on earth? Come on, boys. Oh, very narrow offside decision in the game between Preston and Rotherham. Rotherham got let off the hook there, basically. Very lucky. But it was just offside. Full time in the Scottish Premiership, Kilmarnock have been defeated 2-0 by St Mirren. I'm not going to lie, I'll take a draw against these. It's not a bad result at all, is it? Against a team that could potentially go top. Everyone expected us to get destroyed. A draw is a very good result. A draw is a very good result. Hull have got a corner. Celtic Motherwell has finished. That's finished 2-1. Ross County have lost to Dundee United 2-0 there. Dundee. Yeah, Millwall have gone 4-1 up against Sheffield Wednesday now. They're not getting anything out of this. Oh, the Owls. They've had a ridiculously bad season. Burnley versus Brighton has finished a goal apiece. Millwall have they've ripped up Sheffield Wednesday. Tom Bradshaw has got the goal for Millwall. Skideen. Oh, the classics are coming back. Weymouth have had a second yellow card. Jordan Ngallo. That's not a red card. That's not a red card. Hibernian Aberdeen has finished 2-0. Fleetwood Bristol Rovers has finished goalless.
knocked down. Adams tries to hit it. Falls back to Vestergaard. There's he hits it. Hits someone else. Hits him. And then goes wide open. About 6 yards. Great defense by Newcastle.
Oh my god. Off, yeah! Oh, oh, oh. Burton have scored a goal! Burton have beaten Hull City! Burton Albion are beating Hull City by a goal to nil. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank has come in and he's transformed Burton Albion into this ridiculous team. And it's Johnny Smith. It had to be Johnny Smith. He scored in the 90th minute, getting Burton 1-0. Stoke and Reading has finished 0-0. Middlesbrough Brentford has finished 4-1. Brentford Accrington 0. Northampton 0 is the final score. Leyton Orient have drawn 0-0 with Colchester. There's a lot of 0-0s today. Solihull Moors have equalised in the 93rd minute against Eastleigh, and it's Joe Sabara who's got the goal in the 93rd minute for Solihull Moors. Portsmouth Plymouth has finished 2-2. Wycombe Wanderers and Nottingham Forest has finished 3-0 Forest. Stevenage Morecambe has finished 2-2. Maidenhead have lost to Boreham Wood. Some brilliant late action. Luton Huddersfield have finished 1-1. Millwall have beaten Sheffield Wednesday by 4-1 now. The memories without COVID. So I've just seen that one. Newcastle in the 6th minute now of additional time. Yeah, you can't put your hand in your head, mate. Harrogate have beaten Crawley 3-1. Tranmere have beaten Port Vale 3-1. Charlton have beaten Rochdale 2-0. I'm going to get rid of this for a moment. I'm going to put this up in a moment, just for in a moment, because when I end the stream, I'll go off camera for a moment and I'll put the final scores up. Preston have lost 2-1 to Rotherham. Cambridge have beaten Barrow 2-0. Peterborough have beaten Crewe 2-0. Eastleigh have drawn 1-1 with Solihull Moors. Parker with the ball to him, chested it down. Lovely finish. Past the keeper. 1-0. Get the fuck in. Ref has been bloody amazing. Wrexham have conceded a 95th minute goal to Dean Ranters. Dagenham levelled the scores. Toz is going absolutely mental in the chat as Burton are leading against high-flying Hull City. The most unexpected of wins, if it can stay that way. MK Dons have drawn 2-2 with Sunderland. Newcastle have finally got over the line as they've beaten Southampton 3-2, though both Joe Willock and Minamino scoring on their debuts in the Premier League for their new clubs. Both of them on loan from top six sides, of course, don't forget. Doncaster have beaten Oxford United by 3-2. There's just a few more games now that need to finish for the round of fixtures to have been completed. No other goals since the Burton one. Toz is full of belief that the Brewers are going to stay up in League One. Newport have beaten Grimsby by a goal to 0. I'm just waiting for the banner to come across and say that Burton have beaten Hull. For saying Hull hit the bar as well midway through the second half. So they could have easily took the lead in that game. Shrewsbury have beaten Swindon Town by a goal to 0. A good result for Burton as well. A good result for Burton, a good result for Wimbledon, a good result for Wigan as well, despite the fact that they lost, or are losing, should I say. I'm not sure if their game is actually finished yet. The guys just going through the final scores now. Burton has finished. Hull City have been defeated. A massive win for Burton Albion. What a ridiculous win that is. A very good win. Unexpected against all the odds. I don't know why this just took me to my camera. Toz is absolutely ecstatic. Look at him. He's absolutely ecstatic. So these are the final scores then. We have had the final scores of Newcastle 3, Southampton 2, Burnley 1, Brighton 1. In the Championship, we have Middlesbrough 1, Brentford 4, Luton 1, Huddersfield 1, Bristol City 0, Cardiff 2, Bournemouth 3, Birmingham 2, Wickham 0, Nottingham Forest 3, Stoke 0, Reading 0, QPR 1, Blackburn 0, Preston 1, Rotherham 2, and Millwall 4, Sheffield Wednesday 1. In League One, we had Wigan 2, Wimbledon 3, Swindon 0, Shrewsbury 1, Rochdale 0, Charlton 2, Portsmouth 2, Plymouth 2, Peterborough 2, Crewe 0, MK Dons 2, Sunderland 2, Ipswich 2, Blackpool 0, Fleetwood 0, Bristol Rovers 0, Doncaster 3, Oxford United 2, Burton 1, Hull 0, Accrington 0, Northampton 0. And in League 2, we had Tranmere 3, Port Vale 1, Stevenage 2, Morecambe 2, Newport 1, Grimsby 0, Leyton Orient 0, Colchester 0, Crawley 1, Harrogate 3, and of course, Barrow 0, Cambridge 2. And in the Scottish Premiership, we had St Mirren 2, Kilmarnock 0. We had Livingston 1, St Johnstone 2. We had Ross County 0, Dundee United 2, Hibernian 2, Aberdeen 0. We had Celtic 2, Motherwell 1. So after I end, I'm going to turn my camera off and my microphone off in a minute, and then I'm going to just play the final scores across the screen one last time, just so you can see the final scores before we end up. And I just want to say, thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you exactly the same time next Saturday for episode 2 of the EFL show, which I'm now going to name this. I'm going to name this the EFL show. I think. Give me a good name. Give me a good name for what I can do for this. Or it's just Saturday Score episode 2. Yeah, Saturday Score episode 2. That's it. I'm going to do that. Saturday Score episode 2 next Saturday. I think there's some games next Saturday. Let's have a look. If there isn't, then there's no point me scheduling a stream for next Saturday. There are games next Saturday. I'll be live at 3 o'clock next Saturday for some very, very similar stuff to this. And I just wanted to thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you next Saturday in a bit.